right, let's just go straight to Mike Lee here. We're just going to walk you through this stuff. Is this a video?
Yep.
Okay, play it. I want to go straight to the video. Let's go.
We've continued to have delay after delay, and we'd rather get these people confirmed. Senate Republicans are ready, willing, and able to stay and get that done. If they don't want to, though, we got another way around this. I've drafted an adjournment resolution, one that would allow President Trump to invoke his recess appointment power. So if this is the way the Democrats want to play, they might not like the result. Either way, we're good. We just want to get President Trump's nominees in place, and we intend to do it. We're going to win.
Look, I love Mike Lee, but I don't know if that's true, Mike. Because President Trump literally said, hey, you guys do not need to go on recess. You guys need to stay here and get these appointments done. Need I remind you, I've heard numbers as high as 135 people. So we just talked about the labor and statistics things. Okay, you don't get these people in that need to be Senate confirmed, then all the people they're going to hire to actually do the job to fix it, they can't hire them because they're not there. But even after President Trump's call, this is what John Thun has to say. Senate Majority Leader John Thun has this to say. Hold on, I want to read it just in case it's hard to hear. John Thun says Trump can make no recess appointments. And then if you look right behind him, look who's seated behind him, smiling near to you. Well, that's Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski. Thun is a rhino. I didn't like him from the very beginning. If you recall, I was anti-John Thun, but let's just play this here and listen to what he has to say.
Today adjourned to then convene for pro forma session only with no business being conducted on the following dates and times: Tuesday, August 5th at 1, Friday, August 8th at 1:05, Tuesday, August 12th at 8 a.m., Friday, August 15th at 10:15 a.m., Tuesday, August 19th at 10 a.m., Friday, August 22nd at 9 a.m., Tuesday, August 26th at 12 p.m. noon, and Friday, August 29th at 7 a.m. Further, that when the Senate adjourns on Friday, August the 29th, it stand adjourned until 3 p.m. on Tuesday, September the 2nd, that following the prayer and pledge, the morning hour be deemed expired. The general proceedings be approved today. The time for the two leaders be reserved for the use later in the day, and the Senate resume. The motion to proceed to calendar number 115 S2296. Finally, notwithstanding Rule 22, the cloture motion filed on Saturday, August 2nd, right this today adjourned to then convene.
All right, so that's a lot of Senate legalese. The cloture vote thing like that. What he's saying there is is what he's saying. Like, so the recess appointments and all that other kind of stuff. No, it's not going to happen. And
so, is there no way around and then they're going to take a recess and there's nothing President Trump can do?
Well, let's hear what Markwayne Mullins has to say. Markwayne Mullins goes on here and he has to say this. Well, actually, sorry, I jumped, Todd. What is this session every 3 days section? What is this? The U.S. Senate will now hold pro forma sessions every 3 days after beginning recess to prevent President Trump. There you go. So that was all the time slots he was talking about. So there you go. Go back up. I want to read the rest of it. President Trump from making, that's why they're doing it. So they're holding pro forma sessions every 3 days. So not only are they just lazy, they're deliberately doing things that will prevent President Trump from making a recess appointment, because here's what it has to do. I think it's they got to be on recess for 3 days straight. And so now every 3 days they're going to hold this little pro forma thing or whatever. If you believe that this is a traitor, I want you to comment. Just give me a T in the chat. You don't have to talk about traitor.
Not even the janitor at McDonald's could suck at their job this bad and still have a job. I don't get it, man.
Well, here's Markwayne Mullen. Markwayne Mullen comes on here, and let's hear what he has to say. I just want to play the video. Let's go. Oh, never mind. We're going to read a little bit.
It's lengthy.
Okay. Just tell me from now on. It's like it's a long video. Let's see. Breaking. Senator Mullins is defending Thun after he decided to defy Trump by keeping the Senate in a pro forma sessions, preventing recess appointments. Gunther asked, why is the GOP patting Thun on the back for losing a battle with Schumer? Quote, it's not our fault, Mullen says. Quote, Thun made it very clear we can do this hard way or easy way. Remember him saying that in the beginning. They've chosen the hard way. So the Senate stayed in more consecutive days than we have in 15 years, more votes than we have in 35 years, and we've confirmed 131 people. However, you still got 135 left to go. So go back up. I want to read that quote again. So look, and I like Markwayne Mullen. Too far. I like Marway Mullen. He's done a lot of good things, defending Pete and things like this. You just said you've worked more consecutive days than any Senate has in 15 years. I don't know whether to throw up or clap over that.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, you poor baby, you had to go to work.
You've had more votes, 15 years, more votes than they've had in 35 years. And they've confirmed 131 people. So you've been to work consecutively more days than any Senate in 15 years, and you've held more votes than any Senate in 35 years, and you still have 135 people left to go. I don't think that's a lap. I don't think that's a victory lap to take. I think that makes it even worse of how ineffective you are. You've had all this time. You've been in session more than any Senate in 15 years. You've held more votes than any Senate in 35 years, yet you have all these confirmations that still need to be had. We're 7 months in. 7 months.
It's
7 months. This is not a victory lap to me. All right, but here we go. This also comes on some very interesting things across the board. This is President Trump talking about Chuck Schumer. And this was something very interesting. I want to read Trump's truth. Okay, here we go. Senator crying Chuck Schumer is demanding over $1 billion in order to approve a small number of our highly qualified nominees who should right now be helping to run our country. You see? What have I been telling you guys? You see how Trump and the White House are starting to mirror the language that I've been saying for months now? Because the fact of the matter is now the honeymoon phase is over, and now they have to tell the truth that we don't have everybody in here yet. And then here you go, who should be running our country, but they're not. This demand is egregious and unprecedented and would be embarrassing to the Republican Party if it were accepted. It is political extortion by any other name. Tell Schumer, who is under tremendous political pressure from within his own party, the radical left lunatics, to go to hell, he says. Do not accept the offer. Go home and explain to your constituents what bad people the Democrats are and what a great job the Republicans are doing and have done for our country. Have a great recess and make America great again. So here's the thing. Because Thun did not do his job, now Trump's having to do two things. Trump is having to tell the truth about the Democrats, that the Democrats are demanding $1 billion. Hey, you give us $1 billion to our DNC fund, we'll help push these people through there. Because the GOP didn't do their job to get it already done. So not only is Trump having to prove what evil the Democrats are, he's now having to hold cover for the Senate at the same time.